You know that feeling? When you're trying so hard to grow your business online, especially with organic traffic, and it just feels like you're pushing against a huge wave.
Oh, definitely. SEO, content marketing, all the conflicting advice.
Mhm.
It's a lot.
It can be super frustrating. You see all this information, and it feels impossible to cut through the noise and actually reach the people you want to reach.
Yeah, that sense of overwhelm is really common. There's just so much content out there.
Well, today, let's try and hit pause on that feeling just for a bit. We're going to explore something pretty exciting, a potential shift, really, in how we can approach organic traffic.
And it centers around AI.
Right.
Right. But maybe not in the way people first thought.
Exactly. Specifically, something called AI agents. We're doing a deep dive today, and our mission basically is to unpack how using these AI agents strategically might just revolutionize how you get organic traffic.
And hopefully offer a path to, significant growth without adding more complexity to your plate.
That's the goal. Make it understandable, accessible. We've been digging into some really innovative ideas for boosting organic reach and this AI agent concept. Well, it seems really promising.
Okay, so maybe let's start with the basics first, just to ground ourselves. Why is organic traffic still so crucial? With all the options out there, paid ads and whatnot, why focus here?
That's a great question. Because paid ads, yeah, they can give you a quick burst. But organic traffic, I really think it's the foundation for long-term sustainable success. Think about it. When someone finds you organically, they were actively looking for something you offer. It's not an interruption. It's a connection based on their actual need or interest.
That intent factor is huge, isn't it? They're coming to you. There's already a level of maybe trust or at least curiosity baked in.
Totally. And that generally means they're more likely to engage, maybe convert, compared to someone who just, clicked an ad randomly. You're building a real audience.
Right. But getting seen in the first place.
Yeah.
That's the hurdle. The internet is just packed.
Yeah, that term content shock really nails it, doesn't it? It's this feeling that there's just too much information, making it almost impossible to stand out.
It's like trying to have a conversation in a packed stadium. How do you get heard? Every niche feels saturated.
Which I think leads us nicely into the whole AI conversation. When tools like, ChatGPT first hit the scene, there was this massive buzz.
Oh, yeah, huge excitement. Like, finally, a shortcut to creating all the content we need.
Exactly. It felt like the answer to the content creation bottleneck. Fast, easy content for everyone.
The dream was sort of endless articles, blog posts, generated instantly, a way to finally keep up.
But then, reality started to set in a bit, didn't it?
Yeah, the initial shine wore off for some.
Yeah.
It turns out that just generating lots of text quickly isn't always the answer for quality organic traffic.
What was missing, do you think?
Often it's the depth, the nuance, the actual strategic insight that connects with an audience and builds real authority. Basic AI content can feel generic.
Right. It might not have that specific spark that makes people trust you or see you as an expert. And search engines pick up on that too, probably.
Exactly. Like one of the things we looked at mentioned, just churning out tons of basic AI stuff without a real strategy behind it, that's not going to give you a competitive edge.
It's about working smarter, not just generating more words faster.
We kind of learned that lesson, didn't we? Flooding the zone with mediocre content doesn't really move the needle long term. Quality, strategy, really understanding your audience. That's what matters. And basic AI struggles there sometimes.
Okay, so if the first wave of AI, the basic stuff, has these limitations, what's next? This is where AI agents come in, this idea of autonomous intelligence. How are they different?
Yeah, this is where it gets really interesting. Think of it like this. A basic AI tool is like a calculator. You give it a problem, it gives you an answer based on its programming. An AI agent is more like having a smart assistant or even a small team of specialized assistants. They don't just execute a command, they understand the goal, they can learn, they can access information, and they can make decisions strategically to achieve that goal.
Whoa, okay, so they're not just doing tasks, they're sort of thinking and adapting to get the result, like driving actual organic traffic.
Precisely. It's a big step up from simple automation. It's more like intelligent action. Think autopilot versus a skilled co-pilot who's actively helping navigate and optimize the flight.
That makes sense. The material we reviewed painted this picture of AI agents as these tireless, skilled team members almost, implementing complex strategies, creating compelling content, distributing it everywhere. That sounds potentially game-changing for reach.
It really could be. Imagine having these agents working 24/7, figuring out what your ideal customer needs, creating exactly the right content for them, and then making sure it gets seen in all the right places online.
Okay, so let's connect this to something concrete. Our discussion also mentioned a specific platform, Amplifier, which seems to be using this kind of approach in a done-for-you way. What's the core idea there?
Right, Amplifier. It's positioned as this automated system for both creating and, importantly, distributing content specifically designed to attract targeted buyer traffic. And it pulls this traffic from reputable online sources.
So the main goal is to simplify getting visible and building authority online by automating the distribution part.
Exactly. Taking the heavy lifting out of getting your content onto hundreds of different high-authority sites. The philosophy is basically amplify your brand everywhere online to drive real results, real conversions, by showing up on platforms people already trust.
Okay, and the source material broke down Amplifier's approach into a 3-step system for organic growth. Let's walk through that. Step 1 was create crafting buyer-focused content.
Yeah, and this first step really emphasizes how critical it is to know your audience inside and out. You need solid market research, detailed buyer personas. You have to truly get their needs, their pain points, what makes them tick.
So before you even write anything, you do that deep dive into who you're actually talking to.
Absolutely fundamental. The goal then is to create what they call seed content. This is core content designed not just to sell, but to educate, engage, and provide genuine value.
Yeah.
It positions your brand as helpful, as an authority.
Got it. Create valuable stuff based on deep audience understanding. Then step 2, repurpose omni-channel content distribution. What happens here?
This is where the automation really kicks in. Amplifier takes that core seed content and cleverly repurposes it. It turns it into articles, blog posts, slideshows, videos, even podcast snippets and news announcements.
Wow, so one piece of core content becomes many different pieces tailored for different formats.
Exactly. It caters to how different people like to consume information. And then, this is key, it distributes all those different versions across a huge network. We're talking hundreds of high-authority sites. News outlets, blogs, video platforms, podcast directories.
That sounds incredibly powerful for visibility. Just getting your name and message out there on all those credible platforms.
Definitely boosts visibility and authority. Which leads directly into step 3. Amplify building authority and driving traffic.
How does that amplification work?
Well, by consistently showing up with valuable content on these respected, authoritative platforms, you naturally build credibility and trust for your brand. People see you mentioned on news sites or top blogs, and they start to see you as a leader.
And I assume that has a knock-on effect for search engines too.
A big one. All those placements generate high-quality backlinks pointing to your site. Search engines see those links from authoritative sources as strong votes of confidence.
Ah, okay. So that improves your rankings for your important keywords, making it easier for people searching to find you.
Precisely.
Yeah.
It becomes this positive feedback loop. Create great content, distribute it widely on trusted sites, build authority and backlinks, rank higher in search, attract more organic traffic.
And it's presented as an ongoing campaign, right? Not a one-off thing.
Yeah, it's about achieving that consistent omnipresence, being visible wherever your ideal customers are spending their time online continuously.
Okay, that amplifier system sounds pretty robust. Now, the material we looked at also introduced AmpCast AI as the next evolution, specifically bringing in those AI agents we talked about. How does AmpCast AI take things further?
AmpCast AI is basically presented as the next generation. It integrates those more sophisticated AI agents to make the whole process even smarter, even more efficient, really aiming for that total omnipresence and driving organic traffic more intelligently.
And a key difference is how it handles the initial content creation, taking just a single idea or piece of content and multiplying it even more automatically.
That's a big part of it, yeah. AmpCast AI is designed to take one input, maybe an article, a video, even just a core concept, and then autonomously generate multiple formats from it. Videos, podcasts, social posts, articles, blogs, slideshows, infographics, the whole spectrum.
And then it handles the distribution too, like Amplifier.
Yes, across that wide network of hundreds of sites. But the how involves those AI agents working behind the scenes, adding that layer of intelligence to optimize everything, the creation, the formatting, the distribution strategy. It aims for effortless omnipresence.
So when we talk about these AI agents in AmpCast AI, we're really talking about intelligent entities making decisions, not just following a script.
Exactly. They're designed to understand context, For example, an agent might research trending topics in your niche to ensure relevance. Another might craft narrative structures. Another could generate realistic voiceovers. Another could handle the scheduling and posting across different platforms.
It sounds almost like having a virtual team of specialists, like an AI researcher, an AI writer, an AI video producer, an AI social media manager, all working together.
That's a really good way to picture it. A synergistic team of specialized AI agents coordinating throughout the entire content lifecycle, from keyword research right through to distribution and even tracking performance to optimize future content.
That's pretty advanced stuff. What were some of the other key features of AmpCast AI that stood out in the discussion? We mentioned the multi-format generation.
The distribution network scale is impressive. Over 300 sites mentioned, covering news, blogs, podcasts, social media. Plus, the flexibility seemed key too, with options to integrate via RSS, Zapier, Make, allowing you to customize how content flows into your existing systems alongside direct posting.
And the AI voices, that seemed like a big practical benefit.
Yeah, having over 20 realistic AI voice options for audio and video, that removes a huge barrier for people who don't want to or can't easily record themselves. It allows for professional-sounding content without that personal recording hurdle.
Plus, the integrated topic research tools, helping ensure the content is actually something people are looking for.
Right, making sure it's relevant and in demand, not just creating content for the sake of it.
The discussion also gave some concrete examples of how different types of businesses could use this. Can you recap some of those real-world applications?
Sure. For e-commerce, it was about driving targeted traffic, improving customer support with accessible info, and just building that strong brand presence. For agencies, it's a way to scale lead gen for themselves and offer powerful AI-driven content marketing to their clients.
Makes sense. What about coaches, consultants, or maybe local businesses?
For coaches and consultants, it's ideal for sharing expertise widely, building authority fast, and attracting those perfect clients. Local businesses can use it to really dominate local search results and pull in nearby customers.
And authors or course creators.
Huge potential there too. Promoting books or courses, reaching totally new audiences, driving sales by repurposing their existing knowledge into all these different content formats across the web.
So it really seems applicable across the board, doesn't it? Anyone needing more visibility and targeted traffic online.
Pretty much. The core benefit seems universal. Consistently get high-value, targeted content out there in multiple formats, hitting the right platforms where your audience hangs out.
And the point's made that AmpCast AI isn't just another tool, but a whole integrated platform. What does that mean practically?
It means it's looking at the entire content marketing process strategically, not just isolated tasks like writing one blog post. It's a system designed to manage everything from idea to authority building, focusing on high-value content that actually resonates.
So less about random acts of content, more about a coordinated strategic approach to building trust and getting found.
Exactly. Building genuine authority for sustainable organic traffic growth. That seems to be the core philosophy.
Now, this all leads up to something happening soon, the AmpCast AI Games live event, May 24th to 26th. What's the scoop on that?
Yeah, this sounds pretty interesting. It's positioned as a live, hands-on, multi-day event. The goal is basically to take people from maybe feeling intimidated or confused by AI to feeling confident using it to genuinely drive significant traffic and growth.
So, less theory, more practical application, getting people actually doing stuff.
That's the idea. Achieving what they call irrational growth through AI agents and smart automation. They're promising the playbook, the tools, direct guidance, aiming for potentially 10x traffic increases, even for non-techie folks.
Wow, 10x traffic. That's a bold claim. What specifically will people learn over the 3 days?
Okay, so day one is about grasping the real potential of AI for everyday people, moving past the overwhelm and seeing how to grow a profitable automated business.
Jetting the foundation.
Right. Day two dives into the how secrets to getting high ROI organic traffic from all sorts of online platforms using AI and actually setting up the automated systems.
Framing practical.
And day three focuses on boosting output personal and business using AI, and crucially, how to future-proof your business against all the changes AI is bringing.
Sounds like a really logical progression from understanding to doing to optimizing and future-proofing.
This is very structured, yeah.
Who is this event really for? And maybe just as importantly, who isn't it for?
It's aimed squarely at people ready to take action. E-commerce owners, agencies, vendors, entrepreneurs who see AI's importance, coaches, consultants, authors, course creators. Basically, serious business builders who want to leverage AI for real growth.
Okay. And who should maybe sit this one out?
Probably not the right fit for someone just casually browsing, not committed to actually implementing anything, or someone looking for a magic get-rich-quick button, or people who still think AI is just a passing fad and aren't open to exploring it seriously.
Got it. Now, the price point mentioned was just $7 for the whole 3-day event. That seems incredibly low. What's the thinking there?
The source explained it as wanting to make it accessible, removing the financial barrier for serious people who are ready to learn and apply this stuff. It's about getting this knowledge into the hands of those who will actually use it to build their businesses.
So for that $7, what's the potential value proposition? What are people actually getting?
They listed quite a bit. Learning a full automated AI growth process, seeing an 8-figure traffic workflow, understanding how to build a team of AI employees, finding high-profit AI monetization strategies, getting future-proofing insights, and accessing recommended AI tools. It's framed as a massive return on a tiny investment.
Okay, so pulling this all together.
Oh, yeah.
We've talked about the real struggles of organic traffic today, this feeling of being drowned out.
Yeah, the constant battle for visibility.
But then we explored this exciting potential with AI agents and systems like Amplifier and especially AmpCast AI, offering a more strategic, automated, and potentially much more effective way forward.
Absolutely. Moving beyond basic AI limitations towards intelligent automation that can really drive sustainable growth.
And for anyone listening who feels that frustration, who's intrigued by AI but maybe doesn't know where to start, this AmpCast AI Games event sounds like a very low-risk, high-potential opportunity to get hands-on.
It really does seem like a practical starting point, a guided path to understanding and applying this stuff offered in a very accessible way.
It feels like we're genuinely at a turning point, where AI isn't just hype anymore. It's becoming a real tool that can reshape how businesses grow and connect with people. Making sophisticated strategies available to more people is, well, it's pretty exciting.
It really is about democratizing these advanced capabilities, empowering businesses of all sizes to achieve things that maybe seemed impossible just a short while ago.
So if this conversation has sparked something for you, if you're tired of the organic traffic struggle and curious about an AI-powered future, definitely check out the AmpCast AI Games. We'll put the link right there in the description for you. It could be a really important step for your business.
Definitely worth looking into, especially now, to learn how to navigate and really leverage these changes rather than getting left behind.
Absolutely. Great diving into this today. Lots to think about.